Nashville right now.
The 3 little moves to make this fall to save you big with the IRS.
Monday starting at 4:30 a.m.
We all know that everybody's time is limited. Of course, we also know that first impressions count. So it's critical for interview candidates to be impressive from the get-go. Dressing professionally is one of the most effective ways to immediately show a potential employer that you are serious. However, there are always ways to ruin that first impression. We welcome back to the show CEO and founder of the Youth Career Coach Incorporated, Natascha Saunders. She teaches young people key strategies that help them ace interviews with poise.
Yes.
Hi, Natascha.
Hello.
How can young people prepare to look and act the part during a job interview?
I'd say the first step in looking the part is familiarizing yourself with those that are in positions that you aspire to be in and what their image looks like. So if you would like to be a human resource manager or a sales manager, it would be ideal to look at their attire and see, okay, they're wearing suits, slacks, nice shirts. This is something that I definitely need to add to my wardrobe.
How do you find that out, what the culture is of the company, though, before you show up for the interview?
Usually, I would say if you are, say you're a student, that's something you can talk to career services about. If you are an adult, you can go to the website. Sometimes a lot of the companies even have open houses. You could use a website like LinkedIn and see if you can find someone that's in your immediate network that happens to work at the company, and you can ask them. You can also call. Sometimes the HR professionals, the human resources professionals at the companies are very open and willing to answer those questions.
So do a little bit of research before you show up for the interview.
Absolutely.
Now, what first impression elements are being critiqued by the interviewer once you arrive?
You know, that's a good question because it takes less than 30 seconds for someone to form an opinion about you. And I often tell my clients that that happens the moment you walk through the door. And even sometimes when you're walking through the parking lot to get to the door for the interview, they're already forming an opinion about you. So whether that's how you walk, or if you're sitting in a seat, how is he or she sitting? How are they utilizing the space that they're sitting in? All of those things are critiqued. How you greeted the receptionist at the desk. A lot of times, individuals walk in and they're not as friendly to the receptionist as they should be. And that could be a deal breaker when it comes down to determining whether or not you have the job.
Interesting, you should say that, because we were conducting some job interviews here, and our receptionist called me and said, Karen, so wasn't really very nice.
And that's important. That's important. And, you know, even just sitting in the lobby, I've had cases where individuals have been sitting in the lobby waiting for their interview. And even the dialogue that they're having with their peers wasn't really appropriate for that setting. And that has caused them to not get a job.
All right, so give us some do's and don'ts for the interview outfit.
I think for the interview outfit, if you can be conservative for that first round. People say, well, should I wear a suit? Yes. Should I wear open-toed shoes? No. If you can wear studs instead of bangled earrings or bangled jewelry that makes a lot of noise. Another don't is the bangs. I just met a lady yesterday who was getting her hair done, and she said, you know, I never thought about my bangs. Are they in the way? Yes. Because if we're interviewing you, we want eye-to-eye contact. We don't want you constantly moving and moving your hair. That's really distracting. So try to keep your hair pulled back if you can. That's some of the don'ts.
What about the don'ts for guys?
You know, for guys, if we're looking at appearance, match your socks with your shoes. I know that seems obvious, but time and time again, I've actually seen gentlemen come in with white socks with dark shoes. Not appropriate. Wear a suit jacket.
David Letterman wears white socks.
No, well, he's David Letterman, so we're talking stay conservative with your interview outfit.
Any other no-nos for the guys? What about the right kind of tie to wear?
For the guys, it's preferred that you stick with a light color like a white shirt. Don't wear any ties that are loud. I had a gentleman, true story, who wore a bright yellow shirt. I mean, it was bright. You needed sunglasses for that shirt. So that's definitely a no-no. I say no jewelry, you know, even on gentlemen. Cologne. It's a no-no. I had a HR recruiter that I worked with who was actually allergic to cologne and perfume. So I tell the guys, no cologne. Just keep it simple, suit, jacket, tie, not too loud.
Shower and
Yes.
soap is
And
fine.
polish the shoes. So the gentlemen, polish the shoes.
No little crazy rubbed off around the toe and the heel.
No, and that's for women as well.
What about body language once you arrive?
Once you arrive with the body language, initially your posture is very important. No leaning back in the seats, no slouching. Try to sit up, try to sit forward, and lean as if you're engaging in a conversation as far as your body language. A lot of people move their hands a lot. It's tough. Sometimes I struggle with that too, but it's easy if you try to keep your hands down whenever possible.
And when should people start thinking about learning the art of an interview and the etiquette of an interview?
Now, there is no age limit for learning that. I know I've had opportunities to work with children in elementary school and in middle school because the art of interviewing, it's really a presentation. And presentation starts early. In 4th grade, you're making presentations about the solar system. So it's never too early to start learning that.
What about, in the case of a disaster, what if you spill coffee? Or in the case of today, it's raining outside. What if your suit, your shoes, your clothes get wet? What do you do then? The idea would be to try to prevent that, so even today, try to arrive early for your interview, at least 15, 20 minutes. That way you have time to go to the ladies' room, to the men's room, and dry off. But if you are indeed soaking wet and there's nothing you can do, then you'll just have to apologize and just say, I'm so sorry that I'm soaking wet. If I could just have a few minutes to dry off, I'd really appreciate that. At that point, there's nothing you really can do besides apologize. But the goal is to prepare for that, prepare for the traffic, prepare for the delay on the road when you know it's going to rain. Just be ready at all times,
That's
right? Natascha, these are always good tips. Thank you for coming to.
You're welcome.
And we're color coordinated today.
Yes, we are.
Black and purple.
Black and purple. I think it's in. Yes, the color of the season.
All right. Thanks, Natascha.
You're welcome.
Hey, you know what? She always wanted to be a model, and now at age